Jennings, and today we are going to test OpenAI Desktop. So I'm the founder of TestDriver. TestDriver is an AI QA agent. It's like kind of like a person that can do manual testing. It uses the mouse, keyboard, and computer vision in order to decide what to test. It uses AI, of course, to determine if things are working or not, deciding what to do. So you kind of just tell it what you want it to do, and it generates a bunch of tests. Oh, well, I should switch my YouTube premium account here. It's a little demo video. What's going on here? Maybe I should be testing YouTube. Let's refresh this. It'll just play the page. It'll just play right here in this little window here. So let me open this up. Man, they should really sponsor me for all these ads I'm broadcasting here. Okay. So let's just walk through this. So what you do is you tell Joseph what you want to test. Like how about open the browser. It looks at the screen. That flash, was it taking a screenshot? So it's cool. I'm going to open the browser. I'm going to click on the browser icon in the dock. I can identify it there using you can see this little green rectangle. I say, okay, navigate to Airbnb. I'm just going to look at the screen again. Okay, navigate to Airbnb. I'm going to do these things. This is all our test language. So it's YAML format. It's like natural language. You can see there, it's going to use the address bar. And all these commands go into a large file, which you can then run back. So the AI doesn't need to think about it. It happens way faster. You kind of cache the test results. That way it's more deterministic. So yeah, today we're going to look at using TestDriver to test OpenAI Desktop. Let's just get started. So I actually have a little tiny repo set up here, little tiny project. So this is what the minimal TestDriver file looks like. At the root, you have steps. So this is YAML, right? Steps. Each step has commands. They usually have a prompt. So it's like, open the browser. But what we're going to do first, before we get into all the fun interactive stuff, all the prompts, all that kind of thing, we need to get OpenAI Desktop onto the machine. So I can show you really fast. Actually, I'll skip that second. I can show you a web example fast how it works, but first let's just get into it by getting OpenAI Desktop on here. So what we're looking at here is our first step. Each step has commands. The first command we're looking at is exec. And if you go to the docs, you can see all the possible commands. So they're here under reference. You see exec. What exec does is runs code. It runs PowerShell code or Node.js code. We'll use PowerShell here because we want to install. And when you run the PowerShell code, it happens on a VM. So we're not going to be running this test on my own computer. We're actually going to be using a TestDriver virtual machine. Let's just get into it here. So what happens is I need to load terminal. And the reason why is because TestDriver is it's a terminal CLI primarily. We also have a VS Code extension. So I could actually run this here. Maybe I'll just do that for fun. So this will not work. It's invalid, right? But just give you a fun idea of what it looks like to run a test. So a new virtual machine is being spun up. We're going to connect to it. New tab opens here. And then we're essentially running this blank test on this virtual machine. Test is green. It all passed. Nothing really happened, right? But test passed. We can see the results. Keep going back to them. And actually, the coolest part is there's a check mark next to each command as it runs, which I like. But back to the good stuff. What I'm going to do actually is open Copilot. I'm going to say, write me a PowerShell script to download OpenAI Desktop. And say and put it in the code param. Cool. So now I'm going to drink my matcha because the AI is going to do the work for me. And of course, it's inferring that it wants to install. Okay, almost done. Okay, apparently it's trying to download the DMG. So what we need to say is, did it write me a PowerShell script to download the DMG? Did I say DMG? No. Oh my gosh. What are we on? Claude Sonnet 4? How is that? Why? Okay. You probably want to download the exe. ChatGPT desktop. Cool. Download for Windows. Is this just the exe link? Ugh. Is it in the store? ChatGPT desktop download exe. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's not just. I mean, we could deal with it if it's in the store, but it's just gross. Oh God. Okay. Well, this is why we do it live, because now we've got to figure out how to. There must be another place where the exe is available. Are they only distributing it? ChatGPT download exe. GitHub, there we go. Is there like a releases here? Wait, is this actually the desktop app? Oh, wow. I could actually, let's make a PR let's just do it. How did they do testing now? Well, cool. Unless this is not actually the ChatGPT desktop app. Is this like a third party one? Yeah, I mean, it would be under OpenAI, right? If it were real. I'm sure we could install it through the Windows Store. I mean, why don't we just figure out how? But we have to do it through the GUI, and it doesn't really represent how you would do this, like, in CI, because you wouldn't want to install it through the store in CI. This looks like it might be the actual exe. Let's see. It's like one of those like shady downloads. Download. I won't be able to hotlink to this or this. 6,000 forks and 54,000. Oh, Windows is available later. If you prefer the official application, you updated the latest information from OpenAI. Cool. We have to get a hot link. You know what? Let's just figure out how to do this. This is why we do live streams, right? Because that's the fun of it. So what we're going to do is actually open up the VM again, and I'm going to just find out what happens. We'll install it from the web store, but we'll probably have to do it using TestDriver, which is fine. I don't think I've even ever opened the Windows Store. Microsoft Store? How about we open Chrome on here, and then we'll find out how to get it. Okay, Chrome is open. ChatGPT desktop. These VMs are ephemeral, so everything I do on here will go away. Everything I do in provision script will actually provision the machine every time we get a new sandbox. But you don't get a new sandbox every time you run the CLI. You'll actually keep getting a consistent one. So we download for Windows. We're brought to this page. Does this page get us in the exe? Oh, it does. Oh, okay. Well, all that for nothing. Now we just got to find out what this URL is. Unless it's like some JavaScript. Is this some JavaScript stuff? Why am I looking at it like this? Oh, what? Yeah, it's a button. Okay, so I can look at the network actually. All right, let's hack this site. Okay, so that means I should be able to clear this, download. Now what do we got here? Get slash, okay. So let's see if we get that exe again. I don't care, Chrome. Got it. Cool. So, oh yeah, I'm not, let's see. So, copy, paste. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. So we need to get this off this machine and into this machine. So it is 9NT1R1C2HH7J. Get.microsoft.com installer download. Okay, let's just see if this works locally. Okay, cool, that worked. Okay, so that means we got the URL. Probably the hardest part of this whole thing. Let's make a new script to, okay, fill in code with a PowerShell script to download and install. Boom. Let me take a sip of matcha and let the computer do the work. Let's look at our chat. Cool, okay. I mean, it says it appears to be an I think it's an exe, isn't it? Yeah, it's an exe. It's an exe, not a MSIX bundle. Cool. Perfect. Update script. All right. So there's our provisioning script. Let's run this bad boy. We will likely get a new tab. There it is. And connected to that old VM, if you notice. And then what we're going to do is open up. Oh, couldn't verify my eligibility. An edge opened? Why did that happen? So let me try this again. I must not like being installed this way. Okay, well, we'll just have to install it the old way, which is apps.microsoft. So, okay, what we're going to do now is instead we're going to open up. Well, first, we're going to get an example because we need to start by doing GUI stuff. So typically, you try to automate this stuff. You want to like install the exe, of course, bundle it, etc., build it on your server, download it, put it on the VM. But what we're going to do here instead is we're going to go get an example of how to download from the web. I think this is one. Pre-run. Yes. This is launching. That's launching Chrome for testing, which we don't actually need. Chrome extension. This one will do it. So this is like installing the extension from the web store, right? And so this provision script here, as a pre-run script, will. This is installing Chrome. We need to launch Chrome. It's pretty much all we need to do. So this is like launch Chrome with. And we don't actually want to. What that 9, we want apps.microsoft.com. Put this here. apps.microsoft.com. Detail. And then we're going to call this store ID. The store ID is 9NT1R1C2HH7J. And yeah, 9.1. I could just copy this. This will probably work. Cool. Launch Chrome, and we don't want to call this an extension. Okay. Let's just run it again. This should launch a VM with the the Microsoft Web Store. Cool. Worked perfectly. Okay, cool. So now for the fun part. We will say edit. Click on download. So now the AI, so what I did there is I ran into edit mode. I told the AI to click on download. What happened is the AI then generated these steps. So you can see here, it's like, I can see that download button is visible in Microsoft Store. The goal is to click the download button. It's clicking it. Here's the YAML to accomplish this. Hover text download. Cool. This will ensure Chrome is focused, and then click on download. It downloaded. And then we need to click on the download icon. Or we can open up Chrome downloads. I am going to say use the keyboard shortcut to, I'll just say actually navigate to Chrome downloads. You can't click on this icon. I'm too lazy to do it. Okay, I can see Google Chrome's open and active to display the Microsoft Store page or ChatGPT. To navigate to Chrome's downloads page, I'm going to do Control J. And then, cool. That's cool. And I'll say assert that ChatGPT has been downloaded. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to say click on ChatGPT installer. So you see how quick it is to make tests. Just keep telling the AI what you want. Looks at the page, does it. Super easy. Generates the YAML. We can run it back. We'll do everything again. Oh, it shows installer 3. That's a good example of editing tests. Cool. You couldn't verify my eligibility again. Maybe this is because we're in a virtual environment. Man, that's super annoying. This is probably to prevent people from, can I view in store? It's probably to prevent people from spamming it using like, you know, server instances. You know, I'm going back to find the ChatGPT exe. Testing docs. Interesting. Isn't there like a hack to do like file or something within Chrome? Oh, Chrome, oh no, Google hack to find PDF. File type. Oh, I'm in Bing. Okay. Google. ChatGPT. Desktop. Exe. No. File type. Exe. Wow. Okay. Still on the mission to find the exe. Try to be desktop. Download exe. Okay, I guess I'll just use one of these sketchy websites. Did it work? Oh, this actually worked. Can I copy the URL or will it ban me? Nope. Wow. Okay, well, new plan. What we're going to do is remove this provision script. We're going to edit a new one. Oh, actually, no. We're just going to open this URL directly because why not? Oh. Do I need an EVP? Yes, I do. Okay. Okay, so we will. So what I'm doing now is I just need the URL, and we don't support copy and paste out of the machine just yet. So short URL at xfjwl. Cool. It took me here. Now I can copy and paste this, put it in here. And this will launch Chrome. I'm going to delete all those other steps. Let's close all the Bing. And we will, what are we going to do here? Oh, downloads. I'm going to clear all downloads just so we can kind of like reset the state a little bit. And then let's run it again. Actually, we're going to run we're going to run it first. Cool. That brought us to the download page. But did it trigger the download? It did. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna actually do, so I'm gonna do edit. And I'm gonna say, wait for the image of the download icon to complete. So this is an example of wait for image. And so if you go to docs.TestDriver.ai, reference, wait for image. So it's gonna basically wait for the description of the image. Looks like it's having trouble. So what I'm going to do is actually change the description to be, oh, it is gray. Okay, I'm just going to, for now, just do a default wait of like 10 seconds. You can see the syntax highlighting happening because of the extension. So that'll work. Let's go continue on this journey here. Now, next thing we'll have to do is open up that downloads page again. So we'll say use Chrome shortcuts to open up downloads page. I can see Google Chrome's open active. I'll use Control J to focus Chrome. Cool. MSIX bundle. Is that really what it is? Oh, I hope that works. Okay, so let's say click on or the OpenAI download. So you can see here it includes the 3. That 3 probably won't really be there on the. Let's hope this launches. We can't open this type of file. Oh no. Did click it though, so good on you. Store. How do I? Okay, I'm just gonna download the other ChatGPT desktop app from here because I wanna make a demo. I've tried Dia today. Tried OpenAI. Let's do. But we can use this ChatGPT desktop. Is this still active? Like, is it worth it? Is it worth it to do this? I think I'm going to call it for today. Next time I'll make sure we can download on Windows, but some of these are surprises. You know, there's it's kind of one of these, like, I heard someone call like an offensive and defensive industries where like people are, you know, essentially botting stuff. And so there's protections against bots. So it's not letting me install the OpenAI desktop app because of bots. I can try probably, what I could do, no, I can't install it because it validates it before it installs. I need to find like an exe, but it doesn't have one. We can do the Chrome extension. Yeah, let's just wrap it up. What I'm going to do is do the Chrome extension. So we'll do GitHub, TestDriver CLI, and then we'll go TestDriver examples, Chrome extension. So this is a pre-made example of installing from the web store. So the first thing we need is that lifecycle pre-run. This is an overly complex provisioning script. And what is the ID? That's not what we want. That's not what we want either. ChatGPT. Okay, ChatGPT, OpenAI, Chrome extension. Did they remove it or something? No, it's here. Cool. We want this, and that's the unique ID we want. And when I run this provision, and we can also copy over the this file. This is like an example. So make a new file. Boom, boom. We're just going to run the example, and so the lifecycle will automatically be run. Run test driver example. If I've learned anything doing this for 5 years, there's always a way. Even with that dang Microsoft Store. Oh, so the problem with this is that this VM is already kind of up and running. And so like it was like, I'm going to run Chrome, but Chrome's already running. So what I did is I used the new flag just now. And that's actually going to make us a new fresh VM. And this is going to launch Chrome normally and install it from the web store. So we're launching Chrome. We're waiting for the web store to show up. Why did Google Translate show up? Looks like maybe the ID is not being... Oh. I don't think we need any of these. Okay, there it is. That's the ID we need. Cool. So do this again. That was installing the... So let's do it again. We can just do it on this machine too. It's going to open Chrome again. Unless I deleted that step, which I did. So we will need to make sure one of these, just leave this as is, but I think this is the only step that we don't need. There we go. This will do it. Launch Chrome. All right, I'm going to do new because I don't know. Oh, provision's not running. That's why. Because it only runs on new, not when you just run a test. So this will now definitely run the provision script after it connects. There we go. ChatGPT search. Add to Chrome. You can see all those boxes demonstrate what the AI can see. So now we'll add extension. And you can also run this with Chrome for testing. You can actually install extensions from the CLI, especially unbundled ones. So if you're doing making an extension CI, CD, you can run the development extension unpackaged. Oh, this is funny. This part is looking for the puzzle piece icon. So that's an example of match image. Now it's going to pin it. So it'll probably look for the image of a, this is made for Google Translate. So it's trying to do the Google Translate stuff. We probably don't need to run the pin. And so now this is an example. I'm going to delete the new and I'm going to run edit. And then we're going to test the extension. So I don't exactly know how the extension works. How does it work? You must be logged into ChatGPT.com and make their default search engine. Okay, cool. So you must be logged into ChatGPT.com to use ChatGPT search. So if I just search for something, okay, cool. So will that show up again? No, it doesn't. Cool. Okay. Cool. So what I'm going to do, I think I need to do new again because we've kind of messed up the state here. Oh, I need to run that. So I did edit. I did not run the example. I could have actually, in the interactive mode, run it. There's a command /run that allows you to run the test within the interactive command, but I didn't do that. Cool. So now we're back to installing. And then what we're going to do is kind of work through those dialogues. Cool. Waiting for text. I found the text. Now we're going to do add to Chrome. And then we're going to continue editing. Okay, cool. So now what we'll do, does it say extension added? Where does it say that? Cool. So now we're going to do edit, and we'll pick it up from here. So we're going to say, now we're going to do an assert that ChatGPT search has been added to Chrome. So this is an assertion. This is where the AI takes a screenshot. It says, oh, that notification went away when we focused. So the test will probably fail, but I can add it here. We can edit again. That will work next time we run it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is navigate. And I'll say, focus the Chrome URL bar and type, what should we type? What is test driver? Now how about I type, what is the capital of Texas? And press enter. So this is going to focus the URL bar, obviously. So it's thinking, focus Chrome window. It's going to use Control L to type. There it goes. What is the capital of Texas? Enter. And then we're going to say assert and what it wanted to do is continue, but I actually want to add an assertion here. It was trying, like, it's like, hey, that didn't really work. This pop-up came up, but the pop-up was supposed to come up. So I'm going to say assert that the ChatGPT search extension changed search to use chatgpt.com. Said it worked. Cool. So now we're going to say keep it. Click on keep it. Cool. And then we will, this is kind of like an eval, right? We're going to say assert that chatgpt.com is open. It's the first one. Then we'll do another one. Then I'll say assert that it correctly, ChatGPT correctly says the capital of Texas is awesome. Cool. Okay. So that's going to be it for our test. Now I'm going to run it back. I'll do run. Yep. That's just new. It's going to open a new VM. There we go. Let's do it. So we're going to launch Chrome, go to the web store, and install the extension, validate it was installed, do a test search, validate that worked. So now we're just waiting for Chrome to install, and then we're going to focus Chrome. There we go. Add the extension. And that assertion is going to happen. I'm going to try that test search. Let's assert that this part worked. That worked, cool. Focus at Chrome again. Click on keep it. Let's make sure that the capital of Texas is Austin. Come on. Nice. And so you might notice there's a lot of focus applications. So we can actually remove them since it just happens to happen so often. So, I mean, like, it's always in focus, so we just don't need to. Cool. Cool. So the next thing we would do, I'm actually going to call it on the stream, but you would do new folder, GitHub, new folder, workflows, new file, test. Are they YAML files? Okay, I'm going to say make me a GitHub workflow to run this test, which is test. On every commit. Be sure to supply env secrets. Is it like this? Secrets. Supply my GitHub secret TD test driver API key to. And this will be configured to just run this test on every pull PR. I screwed something up with that workflow. What did I mess up? Wow, somehow I messed it up. Whatever. On branches. That's really it. Keep, git, init, GitHub, TestDriver.ai. I probably shouldn't do that on stream. Well, I could do it on stream. TestDriver.ai. Repo name, live stream. OpenAI extension. Public, no template. Can we like, it'd be so nice to make, oh, there are templates. So can I like make a template? Cool. Boom. Boom. Main does not match. Okay, let's do this. So that worked. First commit. I'm just going to actually make it workflow dispatch. So this will make me allow to run it manually. That's it. Boom. Oh. So now you can see test driver test is running. It's exactly the same command we ran locally, and we'll actually get the logs streaming here, which is really cool. Okay, missing API key. Something went wrong with that environment. It should be TD API key. I'm just lazy, so commit, push up. Now, when it runs in CI, it's going to make a new sandbox every time. And this can take about 2 minutes. We prioritize local development. I think I'm going to end the stream here, but yeah, what will happen here is it'll tell you once that sandbox is up, you'll get a URL where you can watch it happen. You'll get all the same logs like this as it happens. And you can also record and replay them, including the logs and the Chrome network requests and everything using Dashcam, which is in the examples. So it's pretty cool. And that was it's pretty quick. Let's see, we spent about less than an hour, and half of that was trying to get OpenAI download to work. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Hopefully